Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really know you are.
How I cleared my face of cystic acne. I know you fucking lying. As soon as I start recording, they cut in the grass. But anyways, so a lot of people always ask me how I cleared my cystic acne. I'll insert some photos, of course, and some videos. So I have something called polycystic ovarian syndrome, PCOS for short. It's a hormonal imbalance that affects 1 in 5 women. It is a plethora of symptoms, and it varies from woman to woman, right? So I might have a slew of symptoms, and then the next person might have one symptom. So it's really important not to compare yourself to the next woman because, again, symptoms vary. But with me, my symptoms of PCOS were in the early stages. I had a period that did not leave for like a year almost. I had a period for a year, like 3-4 weeks out of the month. I would probably not have my period for 2 to 3 days, and then it would come right back. And then the next telltale sign that I had something wrong with me was my cystic acne. And that's what we're talking about today. So I had cut out milk. I had cut out chicken. I was working out. I was doing literally everything I could, cleaning my face correctly. But it's cystic acne, which means it's on the inside. You can't really pop it. It's super painful. Now, I did get the regular acne on the outside, but it was primarily the hard interior cystic acne. So it was really hard for me to like clean my face with certain things because no matter what you put on your face externally, it's not going to help what's going on internally, right? So I would be at work and people would be like, what happened to your face? What's going on? And they would drag it. They would fucking drag it, okay? Like, first off, I'm at work. Why are you embarrassing me? Why? I honestly, everybody can see the acne on my face. You don't have to call it out. I tried everything. I tried washing my face with this. I tried creating this. I tried making this. I was doing everything. And then one day, this company on Instagram was like, hey, would you like to promote our stuff? Because I've always had a big following. So I was like, sure. They were like, we're in the same city as you. You can come pick it up. You can drop it off, whatever. So it was actually edibles. And at this time, I had tried smoking, but I wasn't into it. I wasn't into the Mary Jane. I wasn't into edibles, nothing. But my brother and my best friend were. And they were like, just buy it. We'll test it out for you. We'll tell you if it's good or not. And then you can make the review based off us. So I was like, I bet. They had given me these 2 motherfucking cinder blocks, okay, of edibles. They were huge Rice Krispies. I'm talking about big. If I can find a picture, I'll insert it. So I gave one to my brother, I gave one to my best friend, and they tried it, they loved it. But then I had like this one chunk, right? And my brother was like, let me get it. And I was like, no. And they were like, oh, are you going to try it? You should try it. They were being very persistent and trying to get me to try it. But I was like, no. You got to know what you're doing. It's got to be a very low dosage because if you take an edible and you're not ready and you stay awake, baby, that shit will fuck you up. I decided one day to just take a bite of this edible and go to sleep, right? I was already in the bed. I was already cozied up. So I took a bite of this and I just laid there and I laid there. And then I finally just drifted off to sleep. And the next day I woke up and it was 12 o'clock in the afternoon and I was dumbfounded. Mainly because your bitch had the worst insomnia. I was working 3 jobs at the time. I was in school full time and I played football. And I was active all the time. So if I'm working in the morning, I'm going to school in the morning, I'm working at night because I also worked as a bouncer for the clubs. Like I was everywhere. So I could understand too why my body was in this fight or flight, high cortisol type of issue. Like I was not settled the fuck down. So when I took the edible and I woke up the next day, I was dumbfounded. I had never slept an entire night without waking up. I could not believe it. So I did it the next day and I did it the next day and I continued to do this, right? And then I started to realize that it's helping me like stay asleep, but it's not helping me fall asleep. So I then dabbled into trying, Mary Jane. And, it takes some getting used to, and you have to kind of understand the plan and actually find something that's suitable for you because everybody's different. Instead of falling asleep and staying asleep. Next thing I know, I started to feel better. I started to not have so much fatigue. I wasn't feeling so sad and depressed. And initially my face started to clear up. My face started to clear up so much that I started to do research on Mary Jane, learn more about Mary Jane. And this is before Mary Jane was even like legalized here in Florida. I literally started to do the work. Once it became legalized, I went to a dispensary. I applied. It was 3 hours away from home. I wanted to move to this city, and I got hired on the spot. And I started my first day the day after my birthday. It was fucking wonderful. So I learned a lot about Mary Jane, what it does for your hormones, what it does for depression, anxiety, inflammation. And I started to school and help other women who were dealing with the same issues as me. And long story short, that is what cured my cystic acne. I don't have cystic acne anymore. I still do from time to time dabble in edibles. I do smoke often. And it's the one source that has always been tried and true. Like, there's nothing that anybody can say to me about Mary Jane. Now, not everything is perfect. Everything has its downfalls. If you're not doing the research, if you are just, purchasing from the wrong people or whatever the case, you might get really bad anxiety. You might get a panic attack. You might get too high. So it's really important to not only understand your body, but understand what it is you're purchasing, where you're purchasing from. And always remember that you can take a little versus a lot, because if you take a little, you can always take more. But if you take more, you can't take a little. You fucked. You fucked. So that is what cured my face. If you guys are looking for recommendations, I definitely recommend baked goods. I think that's what they're called. I will put it up here. This is Delta 8. Delta 8 is absolutely amazing. You should do your own research on Delta 8. Delta 8 is legal in, I think, every state. I could be mistakenly wrong though, but it's definitely legal in Florida. So you can purchase this online, have it delivered to you. You can eat this anywhere you want because it is legal. Delta 8 edibles are fucking amazing. These specific ones, I don't know about anybody else, but these specific ones from this brand not only have me feeling absolutely amazing, giggly, enjoying my high, enjoying my friends, whatever I'm doing, I'm having a great time. My sleep is always wonderful with these. And then when it comes to like smoking, that's just something that you would have to like actually figure out on your own. I cannot give you any advice on that, baby. But I wanted to tell you, like, that is literally what cured my cystic acne. And yeah, I don't really have much to say. I didn't want to make this a long video, but that is what helped me in my journey. And if you have any questions, babes, comment them because I will reply. So yeah, thank you for watching. I love you guys, and I will talk to you later.